Good morning. This is Bill Biederman at the Allendale Trading Desk. It is the morning report for June 11th, and the markets overnight are giving us some mixed signals here. Right now, the overnight session in corn was up 1.5, beans down 1/4, wheat down 1/4. Crude oil was higher, now trading 80 lower. Dollar is about unchanged, and the stock market is now losing some strength. The Eurobank stocks were up 8% at Banco Santander this morning, and Spain's outlook was improving, so that was helping out the euro and putting pressure on the dollar. And German's GDP expectations were revised up by Bundesbank. And the Chinese retail sales in China, of course, this week really helped out the euro dollar a lot with strong exports. And their retail sales came out today up 18.7%. Huge numbers, with industrial production up 16.5%. Now that compares with U.S. retail sales that was just released a few minutes ago. Our retail sales came in down 1.2%. So our economy continues to struggle, and Chinese economy is very strong, and that was helping out the euro. But when our retail sales number came out, everything started to reverse. The dollar was down. Now it's starting to firm back up. The stock market was higher, about 50 higher. Now it's actually 40 lower. The crude oil, which was trading up, is now trading down about 80. And all of these reversals are on ideas that the U.S. economy is poor, and the European economy might end up getting in worse shape as a result of that. So money coming back to the U.S. dollar, but stocks going down. That should mean that gold is probably going to be higher today. Over in the grains, the weather is going to be a big dominant factor here in the next few weeks, so we're going to start watching that closer. Right now there's a 1/2 to 1.5 inches hitting the Nebraska, Iowa, Wisconsin swath, and north of that is going to get some good rains. Then there's another area down in the Ohio Valley that'll get a 1/2 to 1 inch. Other than that, pretty dry. And we're going to move into a little bit drier pattern over the next week. There will be a ridge setting up in days 6 through 14 in the eastern corn belt, and then it moves out. So overall, this weather looks fairly favorable for crop development. In China, very good crop development weather, except for there's a light drought in Heilongjiang that we are monitoring. They should get some isolated thunderstorms next week. In the corn market, China has been rumored to be buying 2 cargoes of U.S. corn this week. We can confirm through traders that 1 cargo was bought. Other than that, that's about the only big news. We are expecting some two-sided trade in the corn market today, with a little bit of a negative tone due to the weather. In the soybeans, China did cancel 5 cargoes of South American soybeans and delayed 7 shipments of South American beans. Now, it is possible, and one of the theories is that they're going to shift some of that demand over to U.S. business. However, we believe that their port congestion and their weak markets and their poor crush margins right now would suggest that they're just going to delay these shipments, and that would put pressure on the July contracts. Other bad news today is that the biodiesel legislation was delayed once again. In the wheat market, harvest will continue into the weekend. That should keep pressure on the cash market. Cash wheat is actually trading anywhere from $1 to $1.40 below futures, and so futures are overvalued relative to the real market. Cattle market is trading about 20 higher this morning. Cash is in that $92 to $93 area, which is weaker for the week. Dressed beef came in down $1.65. So basically that mark continues to trade with the trend of the Dow Jones, and as that is an indicator of demand. In the hog market, we're coming in about 20 higher on the futures here this morning. Inventory is expected to tighten up next week. Cutout values were actually up 68 cents, and we're trading cash in the $51 to $53 area. Well, give us a call or look up all of our recommendations on our website. That's allendale-inc.com. Our phone number is 800-262-7538. That's 800-2-MARKET. We'd love to chat with you today. Give us a call today.